So what I wanted was something that allows me to write while I'm on the go. And there's this massive story that I'm working on, and it's hard for me to write it when I'm just writing on a plain doc, just because it's let me see if I can find it. Just because it's hard to just move things around like this. Like I'd have to hold it and then drag it, and it's not exactly precise. But it does have its positive points. In the sense that you can have toggles that hides things like this, but then it gets to be too much, and I can't see at a glance what is inside the toggles, which might not be an issue for other people, but I would just prefer things where everything is just laid out for me. So I found this other option where you can use the database, the gallery view of the database, and create index cards. And obviously, you can go into the index cards and write further on it. But I just like to have little synopses like this, and then I can rearrange as I see fit. But the only drawback to this was that if it got to be too many cards, it's hard to write something. If you needed to create a new card, you can't create it in between other cards. You'd have to go down to the bottom and create new page, or you can create a new page at the top. So the bottom one would create a new index card, I guess, at the bottom, and the new at the top would create one at the top. And then if you want to place it in the middle, you would have to drag it all throughout the cards. And there aren't very many cards here, but this story is going to be extensive, so I do anticipate seeing a lot of cards. So what I wanted was to be able to do sub cards in between, kind of like how you have a database where it flows into, it's kind of like a toggle feature. It's something like this. Hold on. So database, table, and then if you go down, so it opens up into toggle features like this, right? But I don't like the toggles. I think you can have it so it wrap column, and it shows up like this, right? And then you can just do the toggle this way and then just write whatever you feel like, and etc. But I don't know, I just don't like looking at it like this. I guess you can rearrange it like that. But anyways, maybe I might switch that in the future, but I prefer just a plain view like this, where it's not too many distractions, and it's just plain text. And but I also wanted the capability of actually inserting cards in between cards, without too much of a hassle. And I realized that an easy way to do that would be basically to create a linked view of this same database within the page, so that if you create a new page in the linked view, it's set to categorize your first page as a parent page, and then you'll have the mini cards here as a sub page. So it'll be like test sub page. And then you can go down further and further and further and create an infinite loop, really. But yeah, that's what it would look like here. So under background, you see the sub page, the sub or test sub page appears here. So you can add a new scene. The drawback to that is that it's not going to come in the order that you want it to appear in the story itself without some like tight maneuvering. Most likely you're going to have to do the maneuvering when you're on your computer. Let me just see if there's I'm just on my computer right now. Yeah, so if you want to rearrange it to have it show, this could be like, okay, so this you can use to write on the go, and then on the weekends or something, you want to rearrange certain scenes in the proper order, you can definitely do it on the computer. It's super easy to drag and drop. It's just a limitation in the mobile feature. So let's say, for example, I want to switch test page, this one, to appear before Flora will arrange for Sumerian to be admitted into the academy. Then I would just open it up on my computer and then change it around. But if there's like 3 items like this, it doesn't really matter when you're on the go. But yeah, um, basically this serves this purpose for what it can do for like someone on writing on your phone. It's just easier for me because to open up my laptop sometimes I have pets that want all the attention. I can sneak a few minutes off to modify it on my phone, but like yeah, it's a whole ordeal to go on my computer. So here, how do you set it up? You would basically create the database here. I think I'll switch over to my computer to show you how to set this up, but ultimately you can actually set it up like this. Let me just do it. Oopsie. Okay, so how to set it up? I would just create a new page. You can do it however you want. Add icon. Well, actually, if you add icon now, it'll just change. So you have to add it again later. So better to just simply create the database first. Cuddles, don't do that. Sorry, it's my bird. She's always seeking attention. Okay, full page. Don't poop there. Okay, go here. Poop here. Okay, and then switch it to, default will be table. Switch it to gallery. I don't want to show page content. I just want it to have none, so then the title of it just appears. And then, okay, I'm going to change the icon now to something, just whatever you want. Thought bubble. And then I'm going to create a new template. And this is going to be same icon. So then every new page shows up like that. And then I'm going to do linked database, linked view here. And then I'm going to do untitled gallery view. And then, yeah, I'll just keep it like this. Done. Okay. I'll keep it in there. That's fine. I don't really usually get rid of the titles. And then here, oh, actually, in the start here, in the main database, I would allow for sub items, turn on sub items, and then you won't see it here, but I'm going to add it now to show that property, the sub item. The parent item would be itself, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to delete this. Oh, actually, I'll add it. Oh, no, I'll add that new template later. Okay, so we added the properties to see sub-properties. So I'm going to go back. I'm actually going to set this as default so I don't forget. And then I'm going to go back in and edit this. And I want to filter now that property is there. And I want to filter by parent item will be new page. Done. And then I don't think I had a sub. Yeah, that's okay. I don't think I have a sub thing. And then, okay, this is fine. And then I'm gonna change this. Change this. Change this. Okay. Beginning. And then chapter 1. And then within the chapter, you can do scene 1. or however you want to do it. Could just be a plot point, it's fine. Oh, it's not appearing. Okay, so I'm going to do view. I'm going to change sub-item. Okay, view sub-item. And this is a flaw in the template, so I'm going to go back, edit, properties, sub-item. Okay, done. Okay, I'm actually going to delete this. And do another test. Okay, this is middle, so we're going to do something like chapter 15. And then this can be scene 1. Still not showing up. Okay, it is showing up. Okay, cool. Okay, so now it's showing up properly. Yeah, and so on and so forth. And you can ultimately just go all the way in. So ending. And then chapter 30. And then scene 1 or 1. Oops. And then plot card 1. Oops. Okay. Yeah. And you can just go on in and so forth. I just needed, let me just title this. Okay. And then you can just, yeah, you can just arrange it however you want. I'm probably going to put this up for a template, a free template that anyone can use. But that's the basic of it. Thanks for listening. I hope it helps.